hospitalized after eating Boar's Head deli meats contaminated with listeria. The companies recalled all of the deli meats produced at its plant in Jarrett, Virginia last month. CBS's Alex Tin on how to tell if your package has been recalled.
Number is 12612. That's the establishment number that is printed on the label of any of the meats that came from that factory. Now, obviously, if you went to the grocery store, you got some sliced deli meat, it's not always going to list on that label, but it's the responsibility of that deli or the grocery store to tell you that that meat has been recalled.
Wall Street at the close, the Dow is up more than 0.5%. NASDAQ down about 0.25%. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Get renter's insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com.
Calling all radio enthusiasts with storm claims and legal questions. Join us every Saturday at 2 p.m. on WTAN FM 106.1 and AM 1340 for Legal Candy with attorney Candace Colucci. She's your guide to hurricane-related issues, property insurance law, and more sizzling legal topics. Get ready for a lively legal experience. Make your Saturday sweet with Legal Candy on WTAN FM 106.1 and AM 1340.
Caregivers find the support they need on Connecting Caregivers Radio with Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregiver. Heard every Friday from 1 to 2 p.m., Linda and her caring and knowledgeable guests will bring you education, information, and resources, as well as a shoulder for caregivers. That's Connecting Caregivers Radio with Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregiver, where you can find help and hope every Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Ain't it good?
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
It's time for Be Local Buzz with Devin. Devin is the owner and publisher of Stroll Harbor Bluffs and Be Local Beaches magazines. She's also the founder of Raising Relief Foundation and the host of Be Local Buzz on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Now here's Devin, your community connector.
Get your umbrellas out and happy Thursday. And welcome to Be Local Buzz with Devin, your community connector, here every Thursday on Tan Talk Radio. So, Glenn, how are you?
I'm great and semi-prepared.
Yeah, I feel like something weird's going on with the headset again after that remote thing it's kind of weird. Echoing. Do you feel it echo?
I'm good.
All right. Well, we can roll with it, but the same thing is happening that happened last time we did remote. But anyways, we're talking shop already. So I'm excited to talk to my two guests. Today's show is taking care of your body from the inside and out. And we're going to hear from two experts, and I'm going to save that for a little bit. But I do have to make a confession. I don't know why. I told my husband to listen to the show today, but I have to do a confession to him on the radio show, so it won't be as bad when I get home. I made a purchase today. I couldn't help myself.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah. I went into a store, Posh Vault, over on Clearwater Largo Road. They have designer handbags and belts and everything. And the purple Gucci belt that I've been looking at online, they just happened to have it there. So, honey, when you get my American Express bill, that's what it was. It just had to be done. So I'm going to true confessions on Tan Talk Radio. Okay? Yeah. All right.
I think you're good. You deserve it.
I think so. We're good. Okay.
Solid.
All right. So I'm going to hit a little teasers on what today's show could be about. Like I said, taking care of business from the inside and out. But a pound of muscle burns 3 times more than a pound of fat. I just learned that. That's like incredible.
Yeah, love it.
Right?
Yeah. Gotta have that muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta have that muscle.
That's why they call it strengthgevity instead of longevity now for wellness.
Oh, I like getting the new buzzwords. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you're always in shape. And we'll see. Oh, hello to our Facebook Live friends. Oh, it's not Facebook Live anymore. It's YouTube. We have graduated to the YouTube channel. Just letting you know.
Nice.
That. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Be Local Buzz with Devin is on YouTube. Yay. Okay, so this is why I wanted my husband to listen. Mark, I love you. People who do not exercise may lose up to what percentage of their muscle by 65? Anyone know?
30%.
50. 80.
Oh,
80. So listen, people who do not exercise may lose up to 80% of their muscle by 65.
yeah. And I read recently that a sedentary lifestyle can be as bad or worse than being a smoker.
Yes. Yes. I just saw something about that too.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. Okay. So, and it doesn't, and we're going to learn later. It doesn't have to be like pumping iron in the gym and what you learn. Yeah. There you go, Glenn. Glenn just gave us like a sexy muscle man pose. Right. All right.
No, everybody's kind of talking about one of the keys to fat loss is zone 2 heart rate, which is walking.
Yeah.
So go walking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can walk around the mall if you want. I mean, it's a great place to walk. They used to have mall walkers. Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's air conditioning. It's good square footage. I mean, great sights. Okay. I'm not going to go on my shopping thing. Okay. So anyways, I do want to give a little shout out to Little Hippie. They just won Best Men's and Women's Boutique in Clearwater by Best of the Bay and Creative Loafing. They are located on Drew Street. So I just came over from talking to Amy, and they all have some cool stuff. And Mark, I'm really throwing you under the bus here, but he has a little problems with focus and clarity. So she was telling me about this lion's mane herbal supplement. And all you do is put it underneath your tongue, some drops, and she says it really works on her. It's really, really, really helped her. So lion's mane is the new buzz, I guess, out there in herbal supplements, and you can get it at Little Hippie on Drew Street. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our first guest. And again, thank you for tuning in to Be Local Buzz with Devin on TAN Talk Radio. And I am going to introduce the amazing, no stranger to the radio, thanks for coming back, Nathan, owner of F45 Largo on East Bay. Do we have a song for him?
Oh, I'm excited. What's the song?
I don't know. Glenn's keeping us in suspense. Nathan.
Hello. Thanks for having me again. Appreciate
Welcome back. Are you kidding me? Who else would I have during taking care of your body from the inside and out, besides the two experts I have right here in this room? So, Nathan, what did you hear? What did you think when I said that about the people that exercise may lose 80% and about the muscle burns 3 times more than a pound of fat? Yeah, no,
totally. So strength, muscle retention, muscle development is so important and so crucial. And I love the topic, wellness. It's all about being able to enjoy our years, right? To be able to spend time with our children, our grandchildren, to be able to do activities that you want to do. And so many people, and I get it, they end up sitting. So we hit our 50s, our 60s, and we start sitting, right? And then we get comfortable, and all of a sudden it's hard to get up, it's hard to move, and you become the grandparents that just want to watch Netflix and go to movies instead of the grandparents that go out and do things.
Can I say something? My observation in the world today, unfortunately, it's not the 50s and 60s anymore. I think it's starting with the 20-year-olds. The sedentary lifestyle, the gaming, the cell phones, no interaction. I unfortunately think
working from home.
Yeah, I think it's starting 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, everywhere. But man, what are we going to do about this? How do we get the younger people interested in fitness? And again, it doesn't have to be, what is our country the number one in obesity?
You got to find the thing that works for you. So, obviously I have a gym. It's F45. I think it's amazing. It's quick. It's fast. It's fun with a real positive community, great music, like we just heard.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to go in and get it done in a super fast amount of time. In 45 minutes, which is really like 38 minutes because we do a demo of all the movements and do a warm up. So in 38 minutes, you're getting about an hour and a half worth of work that you would do on your own, walking around and trying to figure it out. But, F45, come check it out. Awesome. But you need to find the thing that's good for you. Pickleball.
Yeah.
Maybe it's walking, maybe it's running, maybe it's swimming. The key is to get out there and move and to do it consistently. So the recommendation is 150 minutes a week of medium to high intensity movement, right?
So for us he's a math genius. Everyone comes on the show and they're like, they show what's 150 minutes a week?
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, tune up. So you're walking, you're doing something, going to the gym. You got to find the thing that works for you because you have to be able to stick with it. So you can't be miserable while you're doing whatever this thing is that you're doing.
Right.
So you got to go explore, try new things, find a community that can help you be accountable, where you can have fun, where you call up your friend and say, Devin, we're going to go work out. We're going to F45. Are you going to be there? And you kind of have that accountability because you're like, oh, if I don't show up, then Nathan's going to be like, I thought we were doing this together, right?
Right.
Why weren't you there? So I think you just got to make it fun. That's the key.
Okay. So, yeah, you're right. And I definitely want to get into N45 because I'm a customer there. I love it. So I heard this and it made me think of you guys, F45, different, functional, does not have the same routine every time. So people who do the same daily type of exercises regularly are more prone to injury. And I agree with that. If you're only doing squats, right? What kind of impact is that going to have on your knees? It's going to probably cause injury sometime, right? But if you're changing it up like you guys do every time, I've been with you guys for years and I've never done, I don't think, done the same routine. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So, no, it's a great point because I mean, there's the injury component, I suppose, where if you're doing a movement over and over again, tennis elbow, people with the same routine, repetitive motion. But I think one of the things that you're kind of hinting at is your body adapts to the movement.
Yes.
So if you always run a 10-minute mile and you do that every single day, then your body kind of gets used to it and you're not going to see progression.
Sure.
Right. So that's where, people spend a lot of time kind of running and jogging and they're like, I just can't lose weight. Things aren't changing. You need to be changing it up. You need to keep the body guessing. And when you keep the body guessing, you're changing it. So then it's mentally more stimulating.
Right.
That
makes sense.
And so, I mean, what we do at F45 or really any functional fitness platform is you're going to be changing those movements. And instead of being isolated, like maybe imagine you're on a machine at a big box gym and you're doing bicep curls on a machine, right? We're going to change that up and give you a free weight. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have you do a forward lunge at the same time.
Right.
So now we're activating all those micro stabilization muscles. We're sneaking in those core workouts that nobody likes. Nobody wants to bang out a bunch of sit-ups, right?
Which is great for the back.
Yeah. And then you mentioned calorie burn. So because we're strength focused in functional training and everybody's talking about strength training as compared to maybe running on a treadmill or just running or walking outside or doing spin classes, because I've done 1,000 spin classes back in the day. We're incorporating strength training because we need to maintain that lean muscle mass.
Right.
And the more muscle you build, the more calories you burn.
Right.
The more calories you burn, now we're starting to tone up, look good in our swimsuit, clothes are fitting differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you're just tuning in and getting to your car or sneaking us out in your office, thank you very much for that. I love sneaking. Anyways, that is Nathan. We're talking to Nathan right now, and he and his wife, Carrie, amazing community people and business owners that care. So my whole new thing is we dare to be different. Okay. And dare to be different. What does that mean? It means we are different than our competitors because our customer service is above and beyond our competitors. And everyone at Stroll Harbor Bluffs or Be Local Beaches magazine and network, they dare to be different. They are above and beyond in their experience level and also in their customer service. So the people, come on, it's not easy just to go start a routine. Right. So talk about that person that's like, yeah. It's easy for them to talk about on the radio, but I've never even stepped inside a gym, or the last time I did, I was intimidated. Or let's talk to those people right now that just don't know where to start.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, if you can do it with a friend, it's always more fun with a friend. So drag somebody along with you and say, hey, let's go check this thing out. If you were to come check out F45, we have a 7-day trial for $7. And what we would do is you need to kind of, it's natural to be nervous because you're going into an environment where you don't know what the movements are. You don't know, is everybody hardcore? Is everybody super fit? And I'm the unfit one. And I totally understand that. And those situations exist.
Of course.
So that's where you need to find a studio, a fitness solution where you're comfortable. And so look online, read the Google reviews. That I think that tells a lot. You can watch some of the videos, but get to their IG and their Facebook videos because the corporate videos for gyms and fitness studios, they tend to, let's be honest, they have the super fit people, the young people, and that's intimidating right out the gate. And I've heard that, and I totally appreciate that. So when you come to our studio, we're gonna greet you. We're gonna greet you by name and know your name. We're gonna give you a tour of the studio, and you're gonna start out with like-minded people. We have all fitness levels. We have people that can't get down on the ground. They're not doing burpees. They're not doing box jumps. They need modifications. We have people with balance issues, all shapes and sizes, people that are just getting started. They've never done it before, all the way to triathletes. And that's the beauty of this workout is we can adapt it for you because you pick up the right weight for you and you do it for a set amount of time. So it's not like you have to pick up a certain weight and do so many reps before you're quote unquote successful at that movement. So, that's a little bit specific to F45, but really you just need to get started. So get in there, grab a friend. Don't be afraid to try something new, but be aware that some places are going to be open with a really positive, welcoming community, and other places might be a little bit more standoffish.
And then when you walk through the door, they don't get off their phone to say hi from the behind the counter. Those, I know.
Yeah,
those are not in our network. So Nathan, what I really like about F45, I mean, there's a million things. I could sit here and do the whole show about what I like about F45, but I can't do that because I don't think Barbara would appreciate that. But anyways, no mirrors. How cool is that? Right?
Yeah.
There's an intimidation factor. You don't have to look at yourself. You have the trainers there. Talk about the coaches that are walking around and teaching everyone, because I mean, people know I have injury and I have lots of limitations, but I don't feel intimidated going anymore to a gym or to F45, let's say, with someone who is totally fit, has no limitations. And why? Because they give you special things to do and they care. They'll literally like going around telling them, they'll come over and Devin, what you can do is this. So it's like one-on-one coaching in a group environment, right?
Right. Yeah. Personal training in a group environment. All of our coaches are nationally certified personal trainers. So real deal personal trainers. And you're right. There's no mirrors, no treadmills. So open, positive environment. And kind of the differentiator, I think, for F45, which really drew me to open this business, is that all the movements are up on a screen. So if we have 9 stations, you're going to get a visual reminder of what exactly you're doing in each of those 9 stations. So you don't have to know what forward lunge with bicep curl means, right? Because you see a little picture and it's already been demonstrated. And then you highlighted the real power. We don't have trainers up in front jumping up and down and then you follow them. That's kind of a boot camp format. Instead, the trainers are roaming around the room the entire time looking for form modifications, safety. Hey, Devin, because you're back, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this instead, right?
So you opened the gym for that reason, but I think when I asked Carrie that question, she said it's something about Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mark's been good for us. Yeah, he's our chief brand officer. He owns a bunch of studios. So Mark Wahlberg does back and support F45. Yeah.
So Lily, if you're listening to the show, she is my accountable partner, and we were just talking about getting back in. And you're open. What are your hours? Do you work open over there?
7 days a week. So we encourage most people work out 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
But we want to be open 7 days a week. So there's no excuses. You can get in 5:15 in the mornings when we start. So 5:15, 6, 7, 8, 9, noon, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 p.m. And then Saturday, 8:30, 10, Sunday, 8, 9, 10. So tons and tons of spaces.
You still doing that DJ thing on Saturdays?
Yeah, DJ Hoof. He's amazing. DJ Hoof on Saturdays.
He is our proud. We are so happy to have him DJ for Denim and Diamonds. He always volunteers his time for that. He's very philanthropic and a great guy. So we're talking to Nathan. He is the owner of F45 Largo on East Bay. And we're just talking about, again, what an amazing environment that is for anyone. People that are like you said, like triathletes or someone who's just, I don't know, hasn't walked or done any exercise in maybe 10, 12, 15 years. But this is the place to start. And not only that, Nathan, let's talk about the community and the family environment that you have there and some of the cool challenges that you do there as a group.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. So, and by the way, October 18th is our 6-year anniversary. Yeah, so we're going to have a big special for that. So, kind of watch out for that. October 7th, we start our next 45-day challenge. So we do about 4 or 5 of those a year. It's 6.5 weeks. It's a point in time where we come together. We're going to eat better. So there is a full nutrition planning within our system. We drink a little less alcohol or maybe stick with the clear alcohols, right? Sleep better, get a little bit more sleep, and of course, work out at least 3 times a week. And what we see, this is a body transformation challenge. So it's not a weight loss challenge because we want to add that lean muscle to, and you open
get
up
rid
with
of
that.
inches. That's always better than
Get rid of
scale
inches,
weight, right?
And it's sustainable. So life-changing fitness. If you're just crash dieting, you're going to lose muscle and fat. We want to retain and build that muscle, and then you'll trim down, and it's life-changing, sustainable fitness. Yeah, so awesome community. Everybody's super popular. We have tons of friends. We've been told, you'll see in our Google reviews, that we're not cliquey, so you don't kind of walk in and like, oh, I have to be in the cool club before I can be part of this. So very welcoming. Everybody's there on a fitness journey, and you got to remember, this is what I think you'll appreciate this. Anybody who looks in the mirror naked. Uh-oh, can I say that on the radio?
You can say naked. You just can't say like S or F.
Okay, so if you look, anybody, doesn't matter who you are, if you look at yourself naked in the mirror, you're going to find things you don't like.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Everybody is on a journey. Everybody's at a different place. You're good. You're in the right place. Get your butt in there and make that transformation.
Exactly. All right. So how does someone get this? What was it, 7 days for $1, right? What was it, $1 a day or something like that?
$1, yeah, $7. Yeah.
I'm making my own thing. The Dollar Tree F45 a day.
Just Google for F45 Training Largo East. That's F45 Training Largo East. And you'll get our website, and then boom, it'll pop up. And you just give us your information, and you're good to go.
Okay. So do you have any other events coming up besides AFCA? That's a huge 6-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Yep. 6-year anniversary, followed right there with the 45-day challenge on October 7th. So yeah, we'll be celebrating that. So watch out for that. We'll have some pretty awesome specials.
Excellent. All right. So we're going to get back to Nathan after, unless you have something else to say.
No, that's awesome. Thanks, everybody.
And I never say this, but I always forget. If you wanted to ask Nathan a question yourself, you could always call in to 727-441-3000. Or if you're just jumping on and saying, wow, I missed the whole thing completely, you can always go back to YouTube, TAN Talk Radio Network, and watch the whole show. It's live right now, but it also gets recorded. So you can do that too.
Very cool.
So, again, this is taking care of your body from the inside out. So working out, sorry, I'm going to go back to Nathan. I lied. Working out is obviously for your outside. However, when you work out and you feel better, that really helps your insides, your mindset. Because not feeling good about yourself is a depression. That's like a depressing way to be. So this actually really helps your adrenaline, your self-confidence, which really helps from the inside.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really underappreciated.
Right.
I mean, if you want to become a swimsuit model or huge because you want to lift weights or whatever, bodybuilder, sure. But this is more about sustainability, longevity, wellness, stress reduction, being a better partner, better employee, being more successful. All these things we've seen, getting off diabetes medicines, getting off blood pressure control medicine. We've seen all these things in the studio. So it's not just about looking super hot. It's about making yourself feel better and perform better.
Yeah. And then not only that, you just made me think about this. All these people are like, when I retire, I want to travel the world. Well, guess what happens? You go retire, and then all of a sudden you've never done any kind of exercise and you can't even walk. I mean, how are you going to travel the world if you don't have it in you to even really do anything? Yeah. So, I mean, that's important. People don't think of that. Or play with their grandkids. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to have grandkids. Well, guess what? I can't do anything. I'm overweight. I've been a couch potato. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. So start now. Like you said,
investment. It's an investment in your future. Yeah.
It's absolutely an investment in your future. I love that. So, listen to Nathan. Get to F45 now. Okay, Glenn. It's Feel Local Buzz with Devin on the best radio station, TAN Talk Radio, here every Thursday from 4 to 5 with our producer, Glenn. So I have another pretty special person in this studio right now, and her name is Barbara. And not only has Nathan really helped my situation with my chronic pain and my surgeries and all that kind of stuff with my back and hips and all that kind of everything that I have going on. Thank you for helping me get back to feeling okay. And then we have this lady who introduced me to these LifeWave patches, and we're going to hear how they have changed my life and her life first, and then I drank the Kool-Aid or wore the patch or whatever you want to say. And here we are today. So do we have a song for Barbara?
This is the story of how cells become differentiated. They're fertilized and cells divided until it makes a zygote. Then eventually, after 5 days, the blastocyst is lying in wait. Embryonic stem cells, they can be what they want, but the embryo's destroyed, so is that what you want? Self-renewal maintains the stem cell pool, or differentiates, specialized.
Whew, I really outdid myself this week and found songs about stem cell reproduction. Okay. I looked really dark and deep for that song. Yes. Mark, if you're listening, please call 727-441-3000 if you have any questions for Nathan or Barbara. Barbara. Yes. Thank you for being again on Be Local Buzz with Devin. Last time we were here, you were blowing up my website. Oh, yeah. If you want to know of any of our, I said that. If you want to know any of our business partners that we actually recommend, you can go to strollharborbluffs.com and you can find all the listings of all our sponsors. So the life weight patches. Yes. All right. I just did a little research and I want you to expand on this.
All right.
They use phototherapy and it's like acupuncture principles to reactivate dormant stem cells in the body.
Good. That's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Devin did her homework. So anyways, Thank you. Tell us your name and what exactly you do and how this little patch can really change lives.
Okay. So my name is Barbara Larrabee. I've been with LifeWave for 3 years. And the way I got started is that my friend called me up one day and said, have you ever heard of this crazy little patch? And I was already in the health business. I cannot believe because the company just had their 20th anniversary. This is the 20th anniversary year. And I can't believe I'd never heard of this company.
Me either, until I met you.
Yeah. And what she didn't know, that phone call, in my opinion, saved my life, because what she didn't know was that 2 months previous, I had learned that I had kidney failure, that my kidneys were on the way out. I was moving very rapidly towards dialysis, and my husband had been on dialysis before he passed away, so I was very familiar with that journey, and it was very, it's scary. And I was looking around for natural health solutions, because that was my world, is natural health. And so there are some things you can do. You can do teas and different things like that, but nothing as revolutionary as this. And once I started into the research like you've been doing, and I'm starting to read clinical studies, and oh my gosh, it blew me away. So I started on the patch. And the most prominent patch, there's actually 11 because the company was founded on one that's for actually energy and fitness, Nathan. And but the one that's been the most remarkable was released 5 years ago, and that's the one that raises a peptide in our body. And this particular peptide actually does many magnificent things. But one thing it does is it helps kick butt on those old, tired, dormant stem cells and puts them all back to work. So your body has, a new opportunity.
Just like couch potatoes.
Yeah.
That's not very nice to say. I'm sorry if I'm referring to you or your husband or your wife or your kids. But seriously, dormant, right? Dormant bodies. So you can help that and you can help that. This is amazing.
Yep. So my story, the first day, I actually had pain on the right side of my neck that I'd had for 3 years actually disappear within 2 minutes. Now, that we call that a one-patch wonder, and it doesn't happen for everybody, but it can. And so it's absolutely magnificent for pain relief, release, or long-term even correcting painful situations. But the big thing I was looking for, obviously, was my kidneys, and it took 14 months. So this is like exercise.
Yeah.
Once you started, it becomes part of your lifestyle. And as I learned more and more and more about the technology and the patches, and I heard more and more of the testimonials, it just blew me away. And we were helping so many people. And so for me, it's a lifestyle. It's going to continue forever. But it took 14 months until my kidney numbers were normal on my blood work.
Can you imagine that? That's amazing. That's an amazing. So this is Be Local Buzz with Devin, and I have Barbara. We're talking to her right now, and she's from LifeWave, and she's talking about her miraculous, unbelievable story. So what exactly happens with these patches? So you put the patch on behind your neck.
You can actually do it anywhere on your body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very safe. Doesn't interfere with medications, and so do it the way you want to do it. But the company, every time they ship, there's a little booklet, and it shows you recommended positions. And the one you're talking about is on C7, actually on the top of your spine. And that is a very strong acupressure point. So you were exactly right that,
Google was. I can't take the credit.
So we bundle the technology with the body, and the body has this great acupressure point there, or acupuncture point, but it's a meridian. It's like Grand Central Station for all these meridians going through. And also that is the location that they use for their clinical studies. So to be consistent, that's what we recommend for everybody as a starting thing. But you can move it around on your body. It's totally safe to use anywhere if you have pain.
Is there a reason why someone would move it around? I haven't, and I'm just curious as to why.
Yeah, so some people find more pain relief if they put it directly on their pain spot.
Oh.
So it might be their hip or their back or their knee or whatever. And then also a lot of people, and again, your stem cells are, they're running all the way through your body. They're everywhere, and they can do everything once you get them going again. So it's a systemic thing, and it doesn't have to be local. But a lot of people, if they've had a surgery, for example, they like to put it right there where the surgery is. And remarkable healing, faster healing, less scarring, that kind of thing. We see a lot of that, too.
Yeah, because stem cells are a vital part of repairing damaged cells or surgeries or injuries or whatever.
Absolutely.
And they're all in our body. All right. So last time you were on the show, I was really fascinated how you were talking about phototherapy, light waves, something really cool like that. Can you repeat that?
So the big word
Or you can tell me to go on YouTube and watch it from last time.
No.
Okay.
The big word is photobiomodulation.
Oh.
And photo means light, bio your body. Modulating means we're requesting your body to do a change. So that's the big word. Okay, so these patches, they're non-transdermal. You are not getting medication. You're not getting vitamins. There are a lot of different kind of patches out there. Completely sealed up. And there's a matrix in there of crystals and it's got some sugars, amino acids, all organic, but it's sealed up. And we are light beings. If you've ever watched a military movie, for example, where they're using night vision goggles.
Oh, yeah.
You see the light field coming off of living beings, whether it's a dog or a person. And so we are emitting this infrared light. We have an infrared light field. So what happens when you put the patch on the skin, or you can just even put it on your clothes because our light field goes out several inches. When you put it there, then it's taking the light coming out of the body. So we are the battery, and it hits that matrix in the patches, and it refracts a new frequency of light back through the skin. And that particular frequency tells the body to do something. And in case of the one that I'm actually not supposed to call it the stem cell patch anymore, but millions.
Well, then I can. It's called. I love it when you can't do something,
can do it.
And then that gives me like the green light. It's called the stem cell patch.
Yeah, you can do it. I can't do it.
Sorry, Nathan. I couldn't resist.
I like the voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that case, it's that it's stimulating the increase in that copper peptide that goes to work for the stem cells. So that's how the light works. And we have this cool little 1.5-minute video that shows that. If anybody wants me to send it to him, I can. But so it's different. And on the 11 different patches we have, it's a different frequency of light. So light has been used way back to the Egyptian days for healing. They used to put colored cloth over their windows as some light shone through. and somehow they knew that this was healing. So there's a whole world of light therapy out there. And, everybody's been to a chiropractor where you have a red light therapy. Well, this is an opportunity to actually wear your light therapy.
Very cool. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
All right, so it's V Local Buzz. We're talking to Nathan, the owner of F45, and Barbara, the expert in, I can't say it, but it's LifeWave, what Devin's going to call the stem cell patch, just because she said I couldn't.
Thank you.
I just, sorry, I love breaking rules just a little bit. Don't like breaking rules. I like breaking rules that don't really make sense. So anyways, if you're missing some of this and you're saying, wow, I really need to check this out, it's on YouTube, TAN Talk Radio Network. It's being filmed right now. So thank you for watching us. And you can always go back and listen to the whole show. So Barbara, I had a question for you and then I just forgot it. So I have a question for you. I'm really asking for a friend. Someone has very bad hip problems and they actually need to have a hip replacement. However, their insurance is making them go through all the hoops of, injections first, this first, before you go to, and I actually gave him your number. I don't know if he called you, but what if they're saying you're going to eventually need surgery, maybe sooner than later? Is this something that could help that person?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In the first place, comfort, because we want people to live a vibrant life. And so it's kind of like when Nathan was saying about being able to get on the floor and play with your grandkids.
Yeah.
Even some of that can change in your life. And we've had just significant situations like that. So comfort is one thing, taking down the inflammation, helping reduce the pain. There is, in the medical world, they usually say you can't rebuild cartilage. You can rebuild cartilage. So I would say that definitely.
Oh, you can say that, but you can't say stem cell patch.
No, I can't. I can't say it.
Nathan, what do you think of this?
No clinical claims are being made.
That's right. And thank you, because I really should do that disclaimer, because we are not here to treat or, all that kind of stuff. But yes, I've had people who have been able to postpone their surgeries.
Oh, cool.
I've had people who have been able to cancel their surgeries. I've had people who've elected to go ahead with their surgery, and this can help them with a much
faster healing,
fewer complications, less inflammation, that kind of thing. Yeah.
You know what? I just had a light bulb go off. All right. So what was it? 5 weeks ago, I had a facelift and a lip lift. That's why my lips are a little crazy right now. And the plastic surgeon, Dr. Michael Miramash, he's at Guarding Medical Spa. Amazing. He was on our show. He's truly amazing. It's in Pinellas Park. If you're looking to get any kind of plastic surgery, liposuction, he's definitely the person I recommend. However, I thought it was very odd that everyone in the office was like, we cannot believe that we're taking the staples out in 2 weeks, or we can't believe how much you're healing. And I think between three things: being healthy through fitness, right? The stem cell patch, LifeWave, and Dory's liquid collagen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really think those three put together has really made my healing 5 weeks out, and I don't have any scars up here or anything except for the stupid lifting, and that's because they had to put Botox.
Well, the quality of your skin has changed so much.
Well,
thank you,
Dr. Michael.
I know you took a picture before we started, and so if you compare it.
Yeah.
Just the vibrancy, the shine, the moisture, your skin has changed a lot.
But I bet you that stem cell patch had something to do with the healing. So like you said, like you tell people, it sneaks up on you. You're not going to wake up one day and be like, oh my God, it worked. I don't think. Maybe there are cases like that, but I think it just kind of sneaks up with you when you're kind of like, hey, I haven't really been complaining about pain, or I haven't really been feeling it, or it hasn't stopped me. Do you agree?
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the things, because we get a lot of people say, well, there's really nothing wrong with me, or I really, I'm 40, I'm 50.
Yet.
Yes, exactly. But it is the kind of thing that is, I mean, do you quit eating a salad every day because today there's nothing wrong with you? Do you quit exercising because today there's nothing wrong with you? So, it's all part of that healthy lifestyle to create the best you that you can be.
Right.
The most vibrant you.
So if you're having that mindset, like there's nothing wrong with me today, you are living in a reactive situation. Your life is reactive. And I bet there's a lot of chaos going on, because if you live in a proactive, preventative lifestyle, right? I'm going to be proactive so this doesn't happen. Or budgeting, it could be with anything, right? But if you don't live that way and you're saying, well, there's nothing wrong with me today, or I don't have any bills today to pay, or this isn't happening today, you are setting yourself up for a very chaotic, reactionary life, right?
Yes.
Because all of a sudden, nothing's happening with you today, but 6 years from now, all of a sudden, you do need a hip replacement.
Right.
Or all of a sudden, you fall and you haven't been working out and you haven't been doing this preventative.
Let me tell you a false story. This
Okay.
happened to me. So I was in Italy 10 days ago, and
all right, she's bragging now.
I am.
Did we say she could? I thought we said she couldn't talk about her amazing European trip.
I thought it was Greece. Is Greece and Italy?
Greece and
Oh,
Italy.
wow.
We're kidding.
Yeah.
We're so happy for you.
Thank you. So anyway, we were at this charming Airbnb, and
Oh, God, she's
it's
really
kind
making my
of
mouth water
a
now.
villa thing. And so we were in the pool. I get out of the pool. I walk across the patio and slipped and fell. And I landed on my left hip. And I'm laying there panicked because I'm thinking I'm in a foreign country. What if I've broken something?
Yeah.
I cannot live in another country for 6 weeks or 2 months in their hospitals. What am I
Right.
going to do? And I hadn't moved yet.
Right.
So fortunately, when I started moving, I could move, and it was sore. But, any other time, that could have been a broken hip.
Absolutely.
And I cannot prove it, but it's the kind of thing that gives me a comfort zone, that I know I came through that without any breaks. It was, I had a couple patches on my back. I took them off and slapped them on my hip, and just kind of went on. So
that's right.
It's a
You
miracle.
just never know. So that's
it's a
why.
miracle. I was so grateful.
Absolutely.
You have no idea.
So you have to be proactive, and you have to be proactive with your life.
Yes.
And your health, and taking care of your body from the inside and out. Right, Nathan? You need to jump in here, because
Absolutely.
we're talking about this preventative and all this kind of stuff.
You're talking about investment again. So investment in the future, investment in your health. I love how you're saying be proactive.
Yeah.
Because we're busy. Like, it's easy to make excuses. I joke sometimes that we've kind of heard it all. It's raining out. There's lightning. It's hot. All common. I got to do stuff with the kids. I got stuff with work. Well,
it's raining and hot is excuses in Florida.
To work
They're
out.
definitely not leaving their house ever.
I know. When it rains out, fewer people show up to the gym. It's so people make excuses all the time, and I get it. Life is hard, but life marches on. Time moves, and it's going to catch up to you. And I think if you invest in your fitness, if you invest in nutrition, you invest in your health. Just like, all kinds of investment, professional development.
Yeah.
Right. So you can be a better person. It all pays off in the end, and it reduces your stress. That's the key too. You can make excuses and be kind of reactive and in this mode, and you're going to be not so happy. Right. So you have to take that step, invest in it, make motion, move, and then it'll probably reduce your stress, and you'll be in a better mental state.
And then attitudes are contagious.
Right.
So when you're not in a happy mood, neither is your spouse, your dog, your family, your friends. Attitudes are contagious, right? They really are. So be proactive, prevent these things from happening. Or if it's already happening to you, take the step. And I know it's hard when you're in pain to just say to someone, oh, go walk, or go see Nathan at F45. I know, I get it. I've been there a lot, more than I could even tell you about. But you have to work through it, and it's baby steps, right? You're not going to come to the gym and you're maybe not even going to do all the circuits. Maybe you're just marching in place while everyone else is doing their thing, or maybe you're just doing something, right? But it doesn't matter, right? Talk about that, please.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere, and everybody's at a different place. And I think your example was perfect. Let's say the movement is to do a box jump, which is one of the 3 hard things: box jumps, push-ups, and pull-ups. Very intimidating, right? Because you feel like you should be able to do it. You see other people doing it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm overweight. I'm weak. I can't do it." So I get it. That's why they're the 3 hard things.
I can't do it, and I don't feel weak.
Exactly, right?
I can't do a pull-up. I would love to.
Most people can't.
No,
very few people. That's why we have those bands.
Yes.
So you can do an assisted pull-up, take off some of the weight. But a box jump is a great example. Don't do a box jump, do a box step up. Don't want to do a box step up, then we'll do squats. Don't want to do squats, then we'll dance in place, right? So we can modify everything. The key is that you're doing something. There's the mental win. There's the confidence. There's the accountability and the motivation, and you're doing it with a group of friends and people in a common location. So
yeah, and it's fun. So there you go. There's your adrenaline, your happy adrenaline coming out, and then you've done something. You know what? Even if you're just used to staying in the house, even getting ready, walking to your car, walking from the car to the gym, and marching in place for 45 minutes is a lot more than you've done in a long time if you haven't done anything.
Yep. And 6 months later, you're doing a box jump.
Right.
And you're like, I'm the king of the world.
Oh my God, yeah. Rock star.
Or queen of the world.
All right, so it's Be Local Buzz with Devin. We got Nathan, owner of F45. Thank you for that. This has been an incredible show. And it's not over. Don't tune me out. I know I'm acting like I have 2 minutes, but I don't. We have about 12 minutes. But anyways, and then Barbara, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we got excited about that conversation. So how does someone get a hold of you? And what can you really just tell someone? Again, same thing. Oh, I don't know about this. It's a patch. How does it really work? Is it worth it? Talk about that. Just talk.
Okay. Thank you.
Just talk.
So first of all, it's a money back guarantee. So it's very easy to make a decision to get going. We have several different ways you can purchase, and I usually work with people to figure out what is best for them based on their personal needs or their family needs, whatever they're going for. And so that's all very easy. My phone number is 214-755-2725. And I have 2 different landing pages. If you want more information, want to reach out to me through the landing pages. One is theyouthpatch.com/Barbara. So that's the word the, and then youth, youth, patch.com/Barbara, spelled BARBARA. And the other one is yourlifeforeveryoung.com. So those are 2 different landing pages. You can get to, some different information on each one, but I'm happy to help you sort out what you need because what the patches do, we go all the way into youthing, age reversal, mental health, pain. It's for all ages. I mean, kids on up to 110. So fitness, there's actually additional fitness benefits using it. So yeah, questions. I'm just really happy to steer you to the information you need and answer any questions you have.
So let's just talk about how you do it. You put the patch on in the morning, right?
Yeah, this is really hard. I just want to warn you, it's very, very hard.
Yes, it's very difficult. If I can figure it out, it's not difficult. Just letting you know.
You take the patch, you peel it back off,
like a Band-Aid.
And you stick it on. That's what you do. It takes maybe 10 seconds. One of my favorite doctors, we have a lot of health professionals that are attracted to this company, and he says, peel it, stick it, and wait for the magic.
There we go.
And that's his line.
And then before you go to bed, so you keep it on for
Yes.
what, 10 hours, 12 hours, and then before you go to bed, you take it off.
Right. We recommend 12 hours. And the reason is, and Nathan kind of said something about this too, is that you want to keep surprising your body. So you want to take it off because if you're giving that life frequency to the body 24 hours a day, it will start ignoring it. It's not going to work as well, or may quit working at all. So you wear it for 12 hours on, and then you take it off, and then the next day you put a new one on. It's super easy. If you forget it overnight, which I've done many times, it is not a big deal. You just skip a day and start all over again. Easiest thing in the world. But it's like drinking coffee. You know, one day you get a kick from one cup, but the next day you need 2 cups. So we don't want to go there. We want to give the body a break.
Sure.
For
Excellent.
for the technology.
Hey, Barbara, you said there's 11 different patches. Is it a different frequency that's being reflected back? So it's a particular mechanism of action with that frequency. Okay.
Yeah, and it depends on the matrix that's sealed inside. Yeah.
Which one am I using?
You're using the X39.
Right. I knew that. Okay. I didn't know if they're all called X39. And that's for pain and inflammation?
That's everything.
Oh, everything. Okay.
Pain, inflammation, mental fog. We recommend we recommend people keep it simple in the beginning and just do X39. Then there may be other people that need a little more help with inflammation or pain. They may be in very, very severe pain. We have a separate one for pain. We have the very first one was energy, and that was introduced in 2004 at the, actually with the Stanford women's swim team, and it was used in the 2004 Olympics. We have pictures of Michael Phelps wearing it.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of Sabrina Williams, a lot of athletes out there that you'll find pictures wearing the patches.
Excellent.
So yeah, we have one for horses.
Okay. Well, there we go. Well, that was Barbara again with LifeWave, and you can again watch this again on YouTube or listen to it. You can always find our amazing business owners, the ones who dare to be different with customer service and go above and beyond. They are in Stroll, Harbor Bluffs, and Be Local Beaches and Greater Clearwater magazines, or you can go to our website at strollharbourbluffs.com. The next thing I would need to do is talk about the buzz, because if I don't talk about the buzz, Be Local Buzz doesn't make sense. So what we have going on Saturday, there's a couple great things. First of all, at Coastal Market 607 over there in Largo on Clearwater Largo Road, an amazing store. I've been talking about it for weeks and years, and I just love them. Lynn and Rob over there are having Customer Appreciation Day. And it's all day, open the stores at 10 o'clock, and they have raffles and the little mimosas and food and sales and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you haven't been to a party at Coastal Market 607, Barbara, I know you have.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome. And they are located obviously at 607 Clearwater Largo Road. And then our Stroll Harbor Bluffs and Be Local Beaches is having a sponsor party at Chasers Saturday night. So Chasers North Beach, we had Kai and Kevin on the show not too long ago, and they are a new place on Point Siena. So it's one street up from Mandalay. So work with me here. You see the Sand Pearl, and then you see Hulk Hogan's hangout. And then right behind there, next to the parking garage, is Chasers North Beach Restaurant and Bar. And we're going to have live music, and it's just going to be so much fun. So that's Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Then I want to talk about the one and only Denim and Diamonds. So Raising Relief Foundation is a nonprofit that helps other nonprofits. They raise money through this one event. It's called Denim and Diamonds Gala, and it is fun. Nathan, you've been every year. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Cool.
It's so cool. So you get to, if you could be casual and just wear jeans, or if you want to bling it up and wear denim and diamonds, or last year I wore a blingy gown with a denim vest with denim boots. So it's fun. Have fun with it. You can wear cowboy boots, rhinestones, anything kind of goes, right?
That's right. Jean jacket.
Jean jacket, right? Just go in your closet and put a jeans and a pair of shirt on. A pair of shirt. Is that right?
Like 2 shirts at the same time?
Yeah, 2 shirts. Yeah,
okay.
Put a pair of shirts on.
I'm on board.
So it's going to be November 16th at the Sheraton Sand Key. It starts at 6 o'clock. You can get your tickets and tables and sponsorships now at raisingrelieffoundation.org. And just a couple highlights I want to say about the Raising Relief Foundation. We have helped foster angels this year, and we helped them grant Christmas wishes to 3,000 foster children. We partnered with Hero to a Child, Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and Party Pirates on the Rocks to provide financial support and toy drives for foster children. These are just a couple things that we've done. We organized a community outreach food drive. Thank you, Nathan, be part of that at F45. And we raised 600 pounds of food for the Kind Mouse. That's just amazing. We actually provided financial support for them, too. We provided domestic violence and sexual abuse therapy through Heels to Heels. We supported suicide counseling and awareness through Remember Me, and they're going to be coming back to the event this year. And we help with fine arts. We've aided in the restoration of history of arts through the Central Park Performing Arts Center and our Clearwater Historical Society. We also really help fight human trafficking, and we've helped through Top Buttons and Bridging Freedom. So those are just a few of the things that we've been working on. But Raising Relief Foundation is kind of like we just kind of help the community. We're like behind the scenes and we help them. But we can only do that with the help of the community, great business owners, and just great people out there that really want to come and have an amazing time. We have amazing trips this year. We have an air conditioning system. We have a pond that is going to be for live auction, this beautiful lit and fire pond that they'd come and build at your house. Very cool thing. So if you're looking for a different fundraiser, something you've never experienced before, but really doing some great things out there in the community, Denim and Diamonds is the one for you. Again, November 16th, you go to raisingrelieffoundation.org. And Glenn's going to be giving me the finger any minute now. I can feel it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I want to again go around to my guests for their 30-second commercial. Again, Nathan, Barbara, thank you so much for being on the radio with me today and taking care of your business from the inside out. Thank you for that. Nathan, 30-second commercial.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, first off, Devin, thank you so much. Barbara, excellent. That was fun. Glenn, thanks so much. Yeah, so, all right. So F45 Training Largo East, East Bay, and Starkey. So awesome community. It's full body functional fitness done in 45 minutes. It's something you can do, as we talked about. Be proactive, invest in your health, and why not? No commitment. We're not going to twist your arm or high pressure sales you. It's $7 for a week, and you can come as much as you want. We'll include a nutrition program, and we also have My Gym Rewards. We're going to talk about that in the future. So if you become
article, just saying.
I got to write an article. Yeah. So we're the only fitness studio in Florida for sure. I think there's 2 in the United States, but we have 40 partner businesses. So local businesses, many of which the owners or the managers work out at F45 Largo. So if you're a member or a trialer at F45 Largo, you get access to exclusive F45 Largo only discounts to 40 plus local businesses. Awesome. So yeah, check it out. 1 week, $7.
I need that app. Okay, and I'm sorry, Barbara, and just say who you are.
Barbara Larrabee, 214-755-2725.
Bye, and I will see you next Thursday on Tan Talk Radio. Thank you. Happy Labor Day. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I loved you endlessly, and you weren't there for me. So now it's time to leave and make it alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I don't wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player when you came to. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye. WTAN, Clearwater, FM 106.1, WDCF, Big City, FM 106.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Christopher Cruz. In her first interview since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee, Kamala Harris told CNN today that her positions on immigration and fracking have changed because her time as vice president has given her a new perspective. CBS's Nydia Cavazos says Harris has been criticized for doing the interview with her running mate Tim Walz alongside her.
The Harris and Walz campaign claimed that the fact that this is a joint interview that will be airing tonight at 9 p.m. is all part of a long-standing tradition where this has been done before with Obama and Biden, for example.
Republican vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance spoke to a convention of firefighters in Boston today.
All Americans are affected by this terrible inflation crisis. And under President Trump, wages were rising, and nobody was really talking about inflation in 2020 in this country.
The country's already on the move in anticipation of the Labor Day weekend. Santiago Flores is flying out of JFK in New York.
Hopefully it goes by quick, TSA, quick lines, straight to the gate, sit down for a little bit, and get ready for our flight.
As the holiday weekend begins, the national average for a gallon of unleaded gasoline is $3.36. AAA's Andrew Gross.
We can make it through
this next couple of weeks of hurricane season without a storm threatening the Caribbean and the Gulf Coast, then prices will probably keep falling right through the end of the year.
Maryland transportation officials have approved a contract to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge several months after it collapsed after being hit by an out-of-control container ship. CBS's Jim Crisula has details.
It's hoped the nearly $2 billion bridge replacement project will be finished by 2028. The collapse in late March eliminated one of 3 water crossings used by tens of thousands of vehicles a day to bypass downtown Baltimore. The original Key Bridge took 5 years to build and opened in 1977.
6 members of a roadwork crew who were filling potholes on the bridge at the time died when the bridge crashed into the water below. Californians are bracing for another financial blow. A big insurance company plans to significantly increase rates for homeowners' policies. KCBS reporter Matt Bigler says some Allstate customers could see their rates more than double.
In some zip codes at greater risk from wildfire, Allstate customers could see their home insurance premiums go up by a whopping 133%, the largest rate increase in California in 3 years. Dave, who lives in a wooded area north of San Francisco, says his insurance policy
has gone up about 50-60% in price just in the last year.
The average rate increase is 34%.
Allstate blames the steep price hike in part on fires and flood. The Dow up a little more than 0.5%. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is Downtown Dade. How would you like to be able to promote yourself, your business, or someone else's business for less than the cost of one 60-second commercial on many Tampa Bay radio stations? Here's the deal. You can have your own 1-hour radio program on the TAN Talk Network for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many Tampa Bay stations. Your program will be on 2 Tampa Bay radio stations and will cover 4 million people in Florida, plus worldwide on the internet in both audio and video. And you'll have a web link for your business on the TAN Talk 1340 website. We provide the producer, the state-of-the-art equipment, free production of commercials, and much more. Check it out today. Call Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at 727-510-7622. That's 510-7622. Call Lola O'Brien now, 727-510-7622. Call now and your 1-hour radio program can start tomorrow. Call 510-7622 for Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at the TAN Talk Radio Network.
This is the radio program Spectrum 360. This is Mark Skogman
and TK Weeks,
hosts of Spectrum 360 on the 6 stations of the TAN Talk Radio Network. Spectrum 360 is a talk radio program that features politics, the arts, and popular culture from a progressive point of view. Spectrum 360 broadcasts for 1 hour weekly on Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Time and anytime via webcast at Spectrum360media.com. Remember, Spectrum 360, news, politics, and arts from a creative and progressive point of view.
You may be owed some money. After 911 and 411, call 541. That's 727-541-1741. Call Gulfstream Motorsports for a diminished value report. Due to my 28 years experience in the auto salvage business, I'm very good with wrecks. So if your car's been involved in a wreck, call me for a diminished value report. Call 727-541-1741. You may be owed some money for the lost value of your repaired vehicle. And visit us at GulfstreamMotorsports.com.
Hello there, Tampa Bay. This is former NFL and college football coach Jimmy Johnson. Listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They can sure use the attention.
And this is former Major League Baseball player, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. I also hope you listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They can darn sure use the money.
Hi there. This is marine wildlife artist and conservationist Dr. Guy Harvey. Please listen to the Kelly Show every Monday starting at 5 p.m. They need to feel worthy.
If you are a Christian man and you feel stuck in your marriage, faith, or purpose, then you can't afford to miss the Broken Catholic Man Show every Monday morning at 8 a.m. right here on this station. Remember, if you want to get unstuck or you have a question about your situation, then listen to the Broken Catholic Man Show Mondays at 8 a.m. to get practical tools, insights, and solutions for your very real problems.
Tune in Mondays at 8 a.m. on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
The melodies you love with the lyrics that have personal meaning. You've come home to an old friend, the music of your life, on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
I'm Johnny Mathis, and I love the music they're playing. If the music you're hearing has special meaning to you, why don't you call your friends and let them know that they're playing our kind of music here on the music of your life.
I was as wrong as I could be to let you get away from me. I'll regret that move for as long as I'm living. But now that I've come to see the light, all I want to do is make things right. So just say the word and tell me that I'm forgiven. You and me, we're gonna be better than we were before. Loved you then, but now I intend to open up and love you even more. This time you can be sure I'm never gonna let you go. I'm gonna hold you in my arms forever. Gonna try and make up for the times I hurt you so. Gonna hold your body close to mine. From this day on, we're gonna be together. Oh, I swear this time I'm never gonna let you go.
Looking back now, it seems so clear. I had it all when you were here. Oh, you gave it all, and I took it for granted.
But if there's some feeling left in you, some flicker of love that still shines through, let's talk it out. Let's talk about second chances.
Wait and see, it's gonna be sweeter than it was before. I gave some then, but now I intend to dedicate myself to giving more. This time you can be sure I'm never gonna let you go. I'm gonna hold you in my arms forever. Gonna try and make up for the times I hurt you so. Gonna hold your body close to mine. Yes, stay on, we're gonna be together. Oh, I swear this time I'm never gonna let you go. So if you'll just say you want me to, I'm
Never gonna let you go. I'm gonna hold you in my arms forever. Gonna try and make up for the times I hurt you so. Gonna hold your body close to mine.